So it's raining today. Israel is getting back 4 bodies. The family said until they're identified, they don't want to mourn. I think it's the most horrible way a country could fail you. Now, Israel has failed me in many, many, many ways, including not helping my son with a lot of problems, insisting on recruiting him to the army rather than to check him out for his very serious problems. But that's not my biggest grievance. The fact that they didn't negotiate a deal to release immediately the woman and her children. Immediately. She should have been released first, before they released anyone. It's a tragedy, an Israeli tragedy, because I was very much involved. And every single hostage I participated in their ceremony, ritual, happening, has been murdered. Why is that? That's Buchstab, that had a dog event we went to. He was murdered. Then there was the event for the Bedouin. We demonstrated with a photo of the Bedouins, because my dog is from the Bedouins. They were murdered too. Then we went to the birthday party of Kfir, Hashem Yinkom Damo, and we did a big happening with orange balloons and singing. I can't believe they murdered 2 babies and their mother. They're not worthy of being ashes in this world. Ashes. They're despicable, demonic creatures. And it's not Islam. I work with Arabs. It's not Islam. But it is an Islamic extremist movement. And if you're a proud Muslim, you should denounce this immediately. But nobody's a proud Muslim because they don't denounce anything. Why is that? But you know what? No religion denounces anything. But they should. They should tell all those crazy people they recruit, thinking it's this is barbaric. This is the way people behaved in the cave days. This is the way people behave in Africa still. Sorry, Africans, but it's true. In Rwanda, where people are murdered just because of their ethnic identity. This is not the way people behave in 2025, or should. We're not advancing anywhere. We're going back. We're going back to being primitive, demonic monsters. I wouldn't say monkeys, because monkeys aren't as cruel. Every now and then you have in the animal world where they kill young ones, but this is definitely not a system. This is horrible. I don't know. I'm very, very upset. This is my reaction. Because I'm beyond being sad. I'm done being sad. I'm done being sad. I'm angry. This government has to go. I have been against attacking the government, but now the government has to go. Every single one of them. And only allow people in the government that served in the army and be very tough, militant government. That's what we need in Israel. We're surrounded by lunatics, psychopaths. They can come any given minute, and kidnap a mother and 2 children, 2 babies, a baby who didn't even walk. For the Bibi's family, what can I say? I hope they surround him, the father, with a lot of love. We have a rabbi that his wife and daughters were murdered. I hope he can give him comfort. I hope all these people will be comforted by others who suffered tragedies and overcame. And it's a very interesting fact that people that suffer great tragedies, they very, very seldom do they take their own lives. They're a struggle. Even though the most precious beings from their lives had been taken away brutally, they survived. Holocaust survivors survived when their whole entire families were murdered. And these men whose families were murdered, sadly, they're already a club. There's already several ones like these. They'll survive. Will all survive. But these people who did it must be held responsible. I wouldn't release one terrorist. I would do what the Egyptians do. They don't keep them. They unalive them, which is the only way you can deal with demons. Somebody's trying to murder you, you have to fight them. And if you don't agree, then you don't agree, but that's what I think. It's really sad. And that's what I have to say today. Anyway.